Good morning, YouTube, and today I'm going to teach you how to use destroyers. So today I'm using the Mosuki, I guess that's how you say it in Japanese. It's a tier 4 destroyer. So the reason why I'm doing this video is because a lot of people don't know how to use destroyers, and it's kind of annoying because your destroyer is pretty much the most important part of the game, like of your team, right? So first thing to learn about destroyers is you have to look at your stats. Like, you need to look at torpedo, concealment, all this before you start the game. So my destroyer doesn't have much of a main battery at all. It's mostly a torpedo ship. It's a hunter ship, and it's a cap ship. So right here you'll see that my torpedo range is 8.3 kilometers, which is amazing for tier 4 destroyers. Let's see. So my concealment's 5.3 kilometers. Detectability by air doesn't really matter, 2.8 kilometers. Detectability while firing in smoke is 2 kilometers. If you're an American destroyer, you need to know that, because the American destroyers are American destroyers are gunboats. So pop in that smoke, giving your team supporting fire with HE, whatever you have. AP if a cruiser gets close. You need to know that, and they will charge into your smoke to try to see you, because they know that. Alright, so let's get started. We're on Trident and we're playing Domination. Yeah, give it a second. So today you're going to see how I utilize my destroyer for my team and for myself. So right now we see that the enemy has 4 destroyers and we have 3. They have 3 battleships, 2 cruisers. We have 3 battleships, 3 cruisers, 3 destroyers. So immediately, as the destroyer, you need to get out there and cap your point that's in front of you. Also, when you do this, your ship's automatically going to detect other ships for your team. Now, the guy to my left, don't be this guy. He's literally shooting at my friend. I don't understand why. He's just being a jerk. He's literally giving up himself right now for the enemy team, obviously. He's not going to last very long, by the way. Not going to last long at all. So right now, well, the thing with British cruisers is you have to remember they have a smoke screen and they also have torpedoes, so don't get close to them. Whether in a battleship, another cruiser, or a destroyer, just don't even get close to them. But they only can fire AP. So immediately off the back, I notice that somebody is capping my point. So that means, and I can't see him, so obviously that means there's another destroyer. And there he is right there. But yet, look, I haven't been spotted, so immediately I launch my torpedoes, right? Still haven't been spotted. I'm not putting up a smoke screen because I don't want him to know where I'm at. He knows I'm there. I know he knows I'm there. And he can't see me. So I have the advantage, obviously. Now, here's his Congo, right? He's not thinking, obviously. He's like an idiot. Let's just put it that way. Oh, and that's how you take down a destroyer. So that's going to be my first kill. But look, this Congo right here, he's not paying attention. He doesn't know what he's doing. he's eventually going to come into my cap point while there's a destroyer in the cap point. Which battleships shouldn't go down the center of the map anyway, so I don't know why he thinks he should do that. If you're in a battleship, you should play back and cover your teammates. He's not doing that. He's a Lone Ranger. And what am I? I'm a destroyer. And I'm the type of destroyer where I'm the hunter destroyer, right? So immediately I'm going to lead him. I'm firing my torpedoes. And this is what I love about Japanese cruisers. I mean, I'm sorry, not cruisers. Japanese destroyers. They have a lot of range. They're hard to see. Now here, I'm spotted. So immediately I pop a smoke. But I know he knows where I'm at, right? So he takes, I'm guessing, evasive maneuvers. And there you go. I got 3 hits, just like that.
Smoke screen set.
I cap the point. I'm holding the point for my team, and I'm also engaging a battleship. Your destroyer is the most important part of the team. I'm not going to say it again, so stop just running off doing nothing. I'm a little salty. Anyway, so I see this I see the battleship, but I notice he's starting to turn into me. Like I told you, they're gonna come. They're gonna come into your smoke. Sorry, my 3-year-old walked in. So they're gonna come into your smoke, right? And they're gonna try to see you, and they're gonna try to kill you. So anyway, I waited, and I shot out my first salvo of torpedoes. Now he's gonna turn, which screws my first salvo, right? Well, I lead him again. And remember, my concealment in smoke is 2 kilometers. So he's getting pretty close, but I'm not firing my guns. And just like that, when he hits 2 kilometers, he's dead. He's in the bottom of Davy Jones' locker. Alright, so anyway, there's this Arkansas. I think it's like a French battleship. But if you look to my left at sea, I have a friendly destroyer, right? And he's starting to go for that battleship. So I noticed that. I give my my destroyer time to load its torpedoes. And another great strategy with torpedoes, I mean, sorry, not with the torpedoes, destroyers, is to travel in wolf packs. So travel in packs, because you can surround an enemy and kill an enemy. Now I'm shooting at this Congo, but then I shortly noticed that he is turning to his port side, I think. Yeah, to his port side, and he's going to get away from my torpedoes. So I literally just wasted my torpedoes I was going to use on that ship. Alright, so like I said, we're traveling Wolfpack. I'm going to help him out. He's going to help me out. So from the beginning, I start to notice that he's starting to head towards me. Earlier, he was heading away from me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on the back side of his ship while my other destroyer is on the front side of his ship. And we're going to surround him and just devastate him with torpedoes. Now I'm spotted right here, but I don't really care, because in a second I'm going to zoom in, like I just said, zoom in, and I notice that his guns aren't even pointed at me. So I'm going to get him from the behind. I'm not really worried about the secondary battery. Yeah, they can cause a fire or whatever, but they're usually just totally nowhere near you when they fire at you. They're not accurate at all. Nobody really uses that build. So I fired my first salvo of torpedoes. Now you can see he fired his. And is he gonna hit? Is he gonna hit? And he hit. And now mine are gonna hit. There you go. It's important to work together with your other destroyers. Now we have two ships left on the enemy team. We have the enemy destroyer and I think that's a German battleship, if I'm correct. But yeah, so like getting the hang of destroyers is pretty. I'm not gonna say it's easy. Like, you have to put in some practice. But if you're looking just to like go out and launch torpedoes and not be seen, go with the Japanese destroyers, because the American destroyers, usually their torpedo range is like 6.5 kilometers. It's not far at all. It's more of an ambush ship. They have a higher concealment detectability range. It's we got the German battleship in front of me, right? So me and my little destroyer pack here are gonna head over towards them. Now you gotta remember there was a destroyer with them. I don't really remember which one, but if it's a man or whatever the American destroyer is, that's not what you want to go up against. And a Musiki or a Mutusiki, I don't know how you say it.
Engine boost deactivated.
But alright, so here I'm gonna launch these torpedoes. I don't know why I thought he was gonna stay on the same course, but it came abundantly clear that I'm going to have to get closer to him. And yeah, this is where it gets a little sketchy. So I'm getting closer to him, and my enemy put him on fire. I mean, I'm sorry, not my enemy. My teammate put him on fire. His guns are facing me, so I want to get out to there as soon as possible. And I'm also taking fire from the enemy destroyer. So I'm going to go ahead, shoot off my torpedoes. I see that he's turning, so I'm kind of giving a lead on it. But he must have a very agile battleship, because he just turned on a dime. So are we going to hit him? Who knows? Nope, we are not going to hit him. So I'm just going to hit him here and there for the ribbons. Doesn't really do much damage. As you can see, it doesn't really cause a fire or anything. I'm going to get it a little bit closer to him again. I'm going to try to get a little bit closer to him and then torpedo him. I got 22 seconds till my torpedoes. So we're gonna try this. It's gonna be a little sketchy. Are we going to do it? Are we going to win? The suspense is killing me. Oh, he knocks out my torpedoes and destroys me, bro. Destroys me. So our friendly German battleship's gonna start hitting them. This is where it gets a little sketchy. But anyway, so yeah. So remember, when you're using your destroyers, right? You have to know what other destroyers you're going to be up against, what kind of destroyer you're in, what your concealment rating is, what your torpedo range is. All that stuff is very important. And you really do have to know the capabilities of your enemies in this game. This isn't like Call of Duty where you can just run in the middle of the map and shoot around everywhere. It's not. It's a lot harder than that. If you do that, you're just going to die over and over again. Straight up. It's just going to happen. So here you can see the enemy's battleship is capping our base, which there's really no need to. I guess he just wants the ribbon. But if he would have paid more attention to our battleship, he would have killed him. or won the game for his team, but he wasn't. And in a second, you're going to see that even though our battleship is going broadside on, his battleship's going to be broadside on. The enemy's battleship's going to be broadside on, and our battleship is going to wreck him. It's never a good idea for battleships to go broadside on. You do not want to give up that citadel. But anyway, you see, he hits the rocks. Our teammate fires and gets a good salvo off on him. That enemy battleship's still broadside on, and our battleship turns in and is, I'm guessing, aiming for the citadel. I would hope. And with his last salvo just like that, game over, we won, baby. Alright, so like I said, I used a Masuki. I said that right. 243,000 credits. Hit the target 6 times with my artillery. 9 targets hit with a torpedo. 3 targets destroyed. 4 floods I caused. I defended the base and I captured. All in all, I was a good destroyer. I mean, I was for the team. That's what you got to do when you're a destroyer, and it'll pay you, I promise. Anyway, top of the leaderboard, with 3 kills. But yeah. So, if you like the video, comment, like it, subscribe it, and that's it for me. I'm out.